Alright guys, I'm here to talk to you today about the worst thing I hate in the entire world and on my face. What I'm constantly in a constant battle to fight for and get it out is all the dark circles from under my eyes. Of course, the normal things that make sense to get rid of dark circles everybody knows, for the most part at least, is sleep, good nutrition, rest, doing all of those things, drinking a lot of water, and yeah, then it just is genetics. And if you're a brown girl like myself, they're probably worse than others. You know, I have dark circles, and no matter what I do, no matter how much water I drink, how well I eat, how much I sleep, it just is always there. So it's something that I've constantly had to figure out how to get rid of and conceal it. So today's video is going to be about how to get rid of them. And so I have it broken down in a few easy steps. So everybody hold tight, because you're about to see me with no eye makeup on and dark circles fully exposed. Okay guys, so step number one is always start with a moisturized under eye. If you're putting on anything underneath it, you need to put some moisture into the eye and let it sit for a while. Then once it's kind of absorbed into the skin, then you're going to start with a primer, and I'm using Urban Decay Primer Potion. You can use any eyeshadow primer, and the reason that you're doing this is to kind of mattify the eye and provide the right kind of the right canvas for applying everything else. So you want to just put that into the under eye area and pat it in and let it dry. You want to let this sit at least for a couple seconds, let it absorb into the skin. I find that the same way eyeshadow doesn't crease on your eye, that your under eye area won't crease either if you put a primer potion or put some sort of primer down to start with. Okay, so the next step is you want to correct any sort of discoloration. If you have blues, purples, or green tones in the under eye area, you want to correct with something that has more of an orangish tint to it. So something that looks like more coral. Even when I've been in a bind and I don't have a corrector to bring, the tone back into an even shade, I've corrected with a coral lipstick, and that has tremendously helped. So you want to always think on the other side of the spectrum. So if you have, problem areas that you're showing veins that are more red, or you've got red discoloration under your eye, then you want to correct with something that's green. That will help to bring it back into balance. So I'm correcting today with the Erase Paste by Benefit. Bobbi Brown also has a line of correctors that I love that as well, and I correct with usually using Bisque. But since I have the Erase Paste, I'm going to correct with that today. And so I just take a little small amount with a synthetic flat brush, and I'm going to place that right on the areas where there's discoloration. I've used a corrector where I have not had any sort of concealer available to me as well. That is gonna work. You gotta just work with what you've got and really just blend and not overuse the product. Looking up is key. And not to forget that center area right here where you have discoloration. Well, not you, me, but if you have it, you should put it there too. Okay. So the next step is also very critical. It's blending. If you want more of a natural finish, then you probably should just be using your fingers to push the product in and kind of blend it out. I like more flawless finish, and I like it to look pretty matte. I don't want to get in there and have fingerprints and really work with the product and get more product in my hands. So I use a beauty blender. It's damp, and so I'm just going to push this into the skin and look up. the longer you can wait too in between each of these steps, the better it's going to be, because you'll give the product a chance to adhere, dry to the skin, and really see if you need any more, because the easiest way to avoid the cakiness and the creasing is to not have the product, obviously, but that doesn't help because we want to cancel out any sort of discoloration and, you know, cover any sort of flaws that we see in the skin. So the longer you can wait, the better. So for my next step, I'm going to be placing concealer under my eyes. And the one that I've been obsessed with lately has been the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer, and it's in the color tan. And for a drugstore option, I've been obsessed with the Age Rewind by Maybelline. I'm on the bandwagon. I love this stuff. So I'm just using the Tarte one today, and I've got it on my flat synthetic brush. I already put it on this eye just so you could see the difference. This is corrected and this is concealed. Well, this is corrected and this one is corrected and concealed. So let's just put that on right here. And then just blend it in with the Beauty Blender. Final last step that's critically important is to set this with a translucent powder. Most people I know will use a Ben Nye powder, the banana one. I can't use the banana one for some reason, I don't know, it just does not go well with my skin. But the regular translucent powder does just fine. And I'll set that either using a cosmetic sponge or like a blending brush, like a fluffy blending brush. So I'm gonna set it with the cosmetic sponge today because that's what's around. And you want to get just a really generous amount. It looks ridiculous, but I swear it will help setting it, because the key is to locking everything into place. Now you got it to the right shade, the right blendability. You want it to stay now. So looking up, just gonna place a big clump of it on there, and then don't worry about the excess because you'll wipe that off later after it sits for a while. Okay, so we're gonna leave that on our face for a while. Alright guys, so here I am all fully done up after filming a different tutorial for you guys to click over here to figure out how to get this lavender, beautiful, mauve-y romanticness going on your eyes. But this stuff has stayed put, even though I filmed a different video and I'm back now filming the outro for you guys for this video. It stayed put. So I hope that you guys learned something and figured out, at least like I showed you, what my tips and tricks are for concealing my dark circles and preventing creasing at the same time. So if you have a different product that you like, please leave that in the comments below, because I like to know what everybody else is using. If there's something else that's new and hot out there that I haven't heard about, that's always helpful. So until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye.